So what is up guys, Killerkev, and today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda.net website. This is going to be episode 114 within my series, but without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. For our first spot in this video is going to be the legendary armor of Thor, with the new release of the Thor Ragnarok just released. By the way, it's an absolute amazing film if you haven't checked it out. This mod contains a nice set of armor inspired off of that. Contains both heavy and light versions of the armor for male and for female, weapons included for this one, and they do have custom retextured swords, a great sword and a bow. Also includes 2 amulets which increase your enchanting skill. This is absolutely great as well. It's a nice little addition to add to an armor set, and this mod is a port, I do believe, from the Nexus. Don't hold me too much to that one, but this is now on the Xbox One. Looks absolutely awesome. You want to go find a full description and where to find this beautiful set of armor. There is actually a video on that particular page for the set of armor. Again, links are down in the description, but I'm trying to give a little insight, just a little clue, because obviously I encourage you guys to watch the mod authors videos, or they direct you to a video. I don't want to steal too much credit, but yeah, as you can tell on screen now, this armor does look really goddamn good, and definitely a keeper for a beautiful armor set, and a nice new addition as well with those amulets too. For the second spot in this video is going to be Obsidian Mountains Fog. This is absolutely insane. Now this is only going to be 60 KB of a download, and what this does is a simple plugin that changes the overhaul for the fogs of the peaks of the mountains to make it a little bit more depth, a little bit more mysterious to the general Skyrim wilderness. Climb into the clouds while you ascend through the throat of the world, lose yourself in a heavily rolling fog of the Reach. This is how Skyrim should have been, again within the vanilla based game. The higher you get up at the mountain, obviously the more fog and a more immersive that it should be, because obviously the sort of scale of these mountains should be incredibly high. So if you're looking for a more immersive and realistic feel to somewhat of the weather, if not the surroundings, aka the mountains, with the fog in conjunction on that, for a small pickup of only 61.2 kilobytes of a download, is actually a really good and interesting mod to add to your collection. For the third spot in this video is going to be Shadow of Death Scythe. This is a really crisp and clean looking scythe blade added into the game. This is for Xbox One and for PC, and this is actually insanely low for a new generated weapon within Skyrim. This is only going to be 5.6 megabytes of a download. This weapon can be enchanted too. The weapon speed is of a 2 times as well. You will find 2 different copies of this particular weapon in the Warriors Shop arms sale, equipped with the forging held by 2 different NPCs. If you're going to check all of the description of that, there is that within the link in the description. It gives you a full synopsis of this mod, who forges the weapon, and a husband who sells you them too. The weapon model is based off the Scythe from Darksiders 2. Very nice indeed, and it does look pretty goddamn crisp. You will obviously have to create this at the Skyforge if you want to do so and you don't want to buy it, and it will require the Daedric perk to smith this one too. Absolute crisp and beautiful little scythe indeed. Very easy to make or to find, depends how you want to play it, but overall really did enjoy it. And for our penultimate spot in this video is going to be the Playable Elder race. This is obviously done by Smiley Beats. Smiley Beats has done a lot of playable races, usually the skeleton NPCs with numerous different textures, and also as well with some vampire lords. And it's nice to see that he is branching out to obviously doing all of these other different ones as well. And for this one, it is actually very lore friendly to add within the game. Now you can play as the Elder race. You can wear all the armor and clothing available within Skyrim, so there's no clipping issues on that one. Obviously, Smiley Beats has added all 44 named Elder NPCs to the list of Elder race presets, which you can choose from as well. There is a full list on those if you want to go check that out within the link that will take you to the page. The starting stats are 5+ to smithing, enchanting, alchemy, restoration, illusion, and 10+ on speech. Also gives a -10 starting health and stamina, because you have obviously the Elder knowledge. You have 10+ starting magicka, and obviously the reduced health and stamina recovery rates by to increase the magicka recovery rate as well in conjunction of that one. So there is some pros and cons to this list, but again, you will need to choose which ones you want to take into this and consider that as well. Nice to see. Now for this one, you don't need any extra plugins, and this is only going to be 179.9 kilobytes of a download. And for the last spot in this video is going to be lower first person weapons by 25%. This is obviously going to be a port from the nexusmods.com with full permission on this one, I do believe, within the description. Now what this pretty much is that you need, I think in conjunction with this particular mod, it's best bet to grab it as well because it is an absolute cool little mod. I have it currently downloaded and will probably keep it. It is the XP32 skeleton replacer on this one, and what it does, it allows obviously the scripting, far from it, to change and mold the actual player skeleton dramatically. I think that you're probably going to need that one with this one if you are going to choose that one, but this pretty much just lowers the weapons ever so slightly instead of having right them up near your ears, which is kind of strange because it's almost like you're walking around with your elbows pretty much shoulder length, or shoulder height shall I say. It's absolutely ridiculous. So it's nice to see that this one has been slight altercation on that one and slightly lowered to have a sort of Viking resting stance with the weapons. In my eyes, IMO, that's exactly what I'm just saying. But if you want to try it out, it's only going to be 11.9 kilobytes of a download. Definitely worth grabbing and trying if you are a little bit frustrated with that vanilla animation. So guys, that's it for this episode. This has been episode 114 within my series. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit me up with a like. Let me know in the comment section below, as always, if you're going to be grabbing any of these particular mods. Guys, subscribe if you are new. Click that little bell. But guys, I really do appreciate you stopping by and checking out my videos. But until the next one, guys, Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.